What's going on, guys? Today, time for a little real talk from here at the Whiskey Wall. We need to have a very real, in-your-face conversation about this ludicrous situation up in Northampton, Massachusetts. Let me bring you up to speed for those of you who missed it. Here's what's going on. The school district, in an attempt to bring together minority students with the police officers so that they could have a more comfortable relationship, the police officers would come in for High Five Friday once a week. They would go walk through the school, high five all of the kids. Great experience, really connect with the kids. Then this happened. This woman, who from the Northampton area, so I'm sure you could sort of put two and two together on this one, came to the police department, went to the police chief and said, "This is ridiculous. I don't think kids should be exposed to police officers in the school district because they get triggered by them and they're afraid of them." So I'd imagine here's how this went down. Woman who, again, doesn't have any kids in the elementary school district, walks into the police department, goes up to the front desk, the lobby area. In the meantime, the police chief smells patchouli and body odor and says, "Uh-oh, we must have a social justice warrior here." So instead of the police chief saying, "This is the right thing to do, it is important for the kids to be able to connect with the cops," the police chief turned around and rolled over on the police officers. Instead of supporting the cops and supporting this community initiative to bring together police officers and students who were in the minority in the school district, the police chief said, "You know what? I'm going to cater to your microaggressions and your trigger warnings." What are we teaching our kids? You know what we're teaching them? We're teaching them that real life, the real world, doesn't exist. That when you see a police officer on the street, he's not your friend. You know, here in Manchester, Connecticut, Officer Dwight will walk down the road and there are parents who will literally say to the kids, "Don't talk to him, he's the bad guy." This officer could turn around and walk away and he could say, "You know what, I'm not going to deal with this situation." Instead, he takes the time out of his day to educate families and to talk to the kids about what it is to be a police officer and how they are friends and they are their protectors. So let's talk about the flip side of things for a second. Let's talk about this mother that complained to the police chief and to the school district. You, my friend, are a lousy mother. It's true. We're going straight down this parent-shaming road all the way 100% because you are teaching your kids, again, that the real world doesn't exist. So when they come apply for companies like mine or companies like all of our clients, they don't have a concept as to what it's like to actually work, to actually be in sometimes difficult situations. They go to their safe space. They deal with trigger warnings. They have crayons and therapy dogs. But guess what? The real world doesn't care. So all that you're doing is being a lousy mother, a lousy police chief. And guys, you know how much I support all of our police departments, and I will always put our first responders first. But in this case, I'm putting the officers who are out there giving high fives to the students every day. I'm putting them first because they're the ones who are actually out there in the community trying to build relationships. Liberals, this is why we are just done. You talk about wanting to bridge gaps and to bring communities together, but you're full of it. You don't. You care about the First Amendment, you care about free speech when it's the speech that you agree with. And when it's not, we see things like you burning down buildings at college campuses when Milo is talking or when other people are talking who you don't agree with. Get it together, and you're gonna have to deal with this for 4 more years, baby. That does it. God bless America.